What's up for English? We're off to a great start. What's up, everybody? Let's see. Hi, Doc. What's up, Cody? Is there a face cam today? Should be, yes. Unless my face cam malfunctions for some reason, but it should. Let's see, Melissa, are you not on the server today? If not, I'll head off. No, I'm not on the server today. No. I finally got to a point to where I'm like, cool, I could take a break for a second. So that way I can go back to Gnadenthal, because I haven't been on Gnadenthal in over a week, I think. So while we're doing that, let's switch. As is tradition, check out the latest. And if I were to get online today, all I would be doing is trees. And I'm gonna be honest, if I'm the only one online, I'm going to turn it to half speed so time does not tick forward as fast, and then just work on trees. Which I know you guys can't do that, but I don't want to progress the time without someone being on there. What is this? What's the point of this? Is this thing not already in the game? 3,200 liters, 42 meters. Is this not already in the game? I'm confused. Is the big thing that you can now dump stuff into it? Is that? I'm so confused. I thought this was already in the game. Okay, I'll head out and speak to you when you're next on. Shout out. See you later. Let's see. Oh, let me check PC mods. I haven't checked. What is that? That's kind of cool. Whoever made that. I wouldn't use this. That's kind of cool. Definitely for them. Was there a face cam yesterday? I think so. Oh, rolling contracts is interesting. I'm not a big roller, so that's not. I did do fine time vehicle sleeper cab. Wait a minute. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Whoa. That's a lot of vehicles. Hey, someone added support for the Man TGX too? Hey, I think we kind of need to add this. I don't think I'm gonna use it often, but hey. Why not? Ooh, a hotel. You can get money from this and stuff? That's kind of cool. Okay. The audacity of that sentence. I had McDonald's twice yesterday. Okay, so the only way I'm thinking this could possibly work out and not be the weirdest thing ever is if you had McDonald's for breakfast and then probably McDonald's for either lunch or dinner. Because if you had McDonald's for lunch and dinner, you're insane. You need help. You need therapy, sir. Because that's crazy. What is that? Oh, wow. Kind of nifty little thing. Okay, let's get to work. I got work to do. Gnadenthal. Trying to find. I'm realizing I have a lot of. What? Did I download that? I don't even know what that is. I actually don't know. You don't. What was the employment mod? Oh yeah, I remember. You can actually give yourself a job and work and da-da-da-da. I know I need that. I really don't need these three. Don't know why I turned them on. I need to uninstall this. I don't know why I have that either. Oh, well, nah, I'm not gonna install it. Power tools. I need to uninstall power tools. Retaining, I need that just because this. Yeah, there's so many things I need to uninstall. Whew, there's a lot. That mod. That. Oh no, keep that one. We need that one. This one though, I need to uninstall. I think I need to take that from the thing. There was something I installed that I don't see. Cut open bales. I don't know why I have that. Okay, I think I have everything I need. I think so. Let's start. Okay, I have to remember where I was on this. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Let's see. Gnadenthal. Apparently, the only note I have on Gnadenthal is to lease the small Seki tractor. I think I already did that because I don't think I actually need that. From what I remember, I was working on contracts last because we got to rack up some money because we do not have a lot of it. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. So let's see, we're in the house. Man, the automatic thing inside these houses is super cool. I don't care what anybody says. Okay. Yeah, apparently we do have a contract up and running. If I remember correctly, we already had this field set, right? pH balance is off. Needs rolling. I'm not going to worry about it. But the nitrogen is okay. I don't really know how to up the pH balance. And this is where Bloweed would typically give me informationes, because I do not know. That is a lot. Okay, we don't need to plow, right? Yeah, we rarely need to plow because I typically get that done quickly. Rolling is useless to me. To me specifically, I think it's kind of useless. So it is growing. Did we check fertilizer? Oh wait, there is no fertilizing state thing with precision farming. Okay, I don't know how that works. Wait. There's a help thing, right? There should be a help thing. I hope. Oh wait, no, base escape, precision farm. Okay. pH value. Next to the soil map, you can find the pH value. This indicates the acidity or this. I know the word basic, but basicity, but that don't work. Acidity. I hate that word. Basic-idity. You say acidity, not acid. Because no one says acid, we say acid. So instead of basic, you're gonna say bacidity. No, bacidity. You would say bacidity. I'm adding too many things. Basic itty. No. Instead of bay, we'll say bacidity. Bacidity. No, because I need to separate the SI with city. I need to. Is the map on FS22? I don't actually know. Gnadenthal. This is my first time ever seeing Gnadenthal, but I like it. I just need to get good at precision farming. That's what I'm not good at. pH value should always be in the optimal target range depending on the soil type. The pH value can be increased by liming the field. This is recommended every third harvest. By default, the lime spreader automatically adjusts the application rate to the rate required to reach the optimal pH target level, but there is also an option to control it manually. If the pH is not at the optimal level, the yield decreases depending on the soil type. pH level decreases after every harvest. Okay. So we need to lime the field. I like how the precision farming, if you look in the bottom right, it shows the expected yield and it tells us like the most we could get, which I think is really, really cool. And then it also tells us yield potential. What's the max we could make currently? So I think I'm gonna lime the field actually. Now the weird part is I don't know, but does this show us? It doesn't show if it needs to be limed or not. And I guess because it's being controlled by precision farming, which is up or down. Okay, so that's something we'll probably do as well. Let me go ahead and write that down because I will forget. Lime field. which actually could be why I have this note about the Iseki tractor, because if we go in here, the tractor is Iseki. This was the one. Ooh, it's a neat little thing. Look at that. Does it say Japan on the side of it? Yeah, it does. Look at that. It actually says Japan on it. That's kind of nice. It looks kind of neat, actually. I kind of like it. Also, tractors are such a weird contraptions when you think about it in comparison to cars. Because yes, the engine's in the front, just like most cars. But the fact that here's the seat, and right directly behind the seat, you have this giant metal contraption that attaches everything. In most cars, like the part that hitches is, you know, further back a little bit, but that, I don't know, it's kind of cool. Is Elm Creek on FS25? I think so, actually. I don't think it's not base game, but I think someone made it as a modded one. I think I'm almost positive. I remember seeing that. I might be wrong, so don't hold me to that, but I'm almost positive. Oh, we can use this tiny thing. Okay, so I guess I'm kind of glad I put this in the game. The plains and prairies is gonna be insane if we get up to that amount. Okay, but we would do this. We would need to lime the field, and it doesn't require much to pull it, which is nice. The width is only 27 meters, but that's fine. As a liming thing, that kind of works just to be a small liming tool versus this thing. So yeah, we'll probably use this one. How to spell the map you are on? Gnadenthal. I've actually had practice sort of doing it, because it's Gnadenthal, but it's like a gnome, so it's Gna. Then it's Den, Den, and then Thal, Thal. Okay, let's go finish that contract, and then we'll try to lime the field. Hopefully we don't mess it up too much. But you know me, I'm not perfect. Crank this up. All right. Now I need to make sure the pipe is out. It is out, so we're good. Let that roll. I just realized it's in the title. Yes, it is actually. I'm gonna be honest. After I put the title of the video, I forget the name of the title 9 times out of 10. It just is what it is. I'm forgetful like that. I've been doing a much better job at drinking my water. I think this is 24 ounces if I'm not mistaken. I gotta finish this and then 2 other bottles, and then I gotta go back and drink probably a 1/4 and a half. Let's see. I have 2 24 ounces, which is 48, plus a 32, which puts me at 80. Okay, so that's done. Switch to this guy. Let's see. We gotta go back there. And if I remember correctly, Bloweed said that this poppy is used in drugs, I think. Let's see. Can't really see the pipe. There it is. So this is the closest thing we're getting to illegal substances in this game. Now, I need to think, as far as us racking up money as fast as possible, well, we just need to play the game. That's first and foremost. But we're gonna have to lease everything. The issue I'm realizing is, since we are using grass, I'm gonna be honest, the only reason we're doing grass is simply to get to actually use our little lawnmower here, because I've never actually used this before or seen anybody use it, so I'm actually looking forward to doing so. But that is the main thing I'm super happy about, actually getting to use that. Is it going to be the best? Is it going to be very efficient? Probably not. I kind of already know that going into it, but I'm okay with that. But I need to, okay. So the whole theme for Gnadenthal, this map, is that I'm playing it on, I wouldn't say extreme difficulty, because if we wanted to do extreme, you could make it worse. And originally I tried. The realistic weather mod makes it to where you have to water your fields, so you have to like irrigate them. And I was originally going to do that, and I was going to make it the most extreme, you know, way to play the game. The issue is that oh, we missed some right there. The issue is that realistic weather mod causes some issues with the contracts and their completion rates. And it's not 100% the mod's fault, but essentially I think what was causing the issue is whenever you go to complete the contract or whatever, if you didn't irrigate the field properly, there would be water puddles, and those puddles reduce the amount of crop or product that you can pick up. It's almost like harvesting in rain. And so because of that, you would go to finish the contract and there'd just be an X amount of or percentage that you just can't do because the field was flooded in certain spots, which mess up the crop. But no, this right now is precision farming. Actually, hold up, let me do this, because yeah, if you look on the left, there's a lot. Like, this is just the my steering wheel controls for the most part. If I hit one button, it shows like my PC controls, which there's a lot. Here, let me go ahead and hit that. There's a lot of PC controls, because I also have on the follow me mod, even though I don't use it. If I was doing potatoes or sugar beets on this map, excuse me, I feel like the follow me mod would do much better. I've never used the follow me mod. I've clicked on it once just so I could see the user interface, the menu, but I haven't wanted to. So not that there's anything wrong with it, I don't think. It's just there's not much need for it. Like right now, technically I could have that trailer falling alongside of me and I never have to stop. But also this combine harvester holds so much, it holds so much liquid that there's kind of no point to did I say liquid? It holds so much crop that there's kind of no point in just continuously going. It's like you can, but it's not much of a point. Plus I think with the follow me mod, you might have to pay the AI. You might not have to. You might be able to change that to where you don't have to, but I don't know. It also just doesn't seem like it's 100% necessary to do that. Good. Turn that down. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that little snippet right there too. So swing through, grab that. Swing over here, grab this. But with precision mod or precision farming, which is in the game by default, by the way, it's also an FS22. Let me straighten this up. Are you reading the chat? I am. I'm reading whatever chat I get, because the last thing I saw from you said, "Is that it?" And I'm not sure what you were referring to. If you're referring to Gnadenthal and like how you spell it, yes, that's in the title, I think. If you're saying, is this map Gnadenthal, also yes. Yeah. But man, this field is bigger than I thought. It's not a difficult field, but it is a bigger field. It is a pretty big field. This is the biggest header we have? Probably is, but it's not bad. But yeah, the follow me mod, I might take it off of this one. It's not 100% necessary. Just because I don't use it. If I'm going to use it, it's going to be for normal beets, and I think normal beets. Let me check real quick. Actually, you don't need it for beets because this can be used for beets. This has to be used for sugar beets, but just for regular beets, you can definitely use this. So I would use that. I think for things like potatoes, because try to harvest potatoes, they do not have the widest mouth to pick up potatoes, so you're just going to be there forever. Like, you could plant them pretty wide. It's just dealing with potato. It would be one thing if the amount of money you got. Same thing with these things. Harvesting beets with this thing, I feel like it's terrible. It moves 4 miles per hour. It only has excuse me, 3-meter width, which is a 12 as far as a crop ratio. But if you go up to this, 6.4 times 6 miles per hour is more than 36. I'm gonna say it's around 40 something. Wait, I can actually do that math. 36, I need about half of a 6, a little bit less than half of a 6. So that's 3, take off 10, so that's 2.4, so 38.4 crop ratio. 1, 2, or 3. Let's go with, I think last time I chose 3, so I'm gonna choose 1 this time. And someone's calling me. 1 second. Yeah. All right, sorry about that. My dad was confused on Cash App and how that worked, so I was just talking him through how to withdraw money. One thing I've learned as I've gotten older, which I wouldn't say learn, but wait a minute, do I have realistic cabin on? Oh, I do. Oh, it's been a while. Is that I have like multiple ways to get money. Like, some people use Cash App, some people use Venmo, some people use PayPal. I have all 3 of those. I think I also, there's a bank one that I've seen one time before that I don't think I have, but I don't remember. I think it's purple. No, I think my brother has that one. and he tried to convince us to get it. We're like, why? Most people use Cash App or Venmo. But all right, let's see. I need to go up here to the right, so I'm gonna cut in through here. Okay, we're gonna go for this first one right here. This should be the right spot. Always make sure you put the stuff in the right thing. Trailer's unloading, so we are doing good. See, I need to figure out my route out of here. I'm gonna try to cut through these trees right here, just to make my life a little bit more difficult. Just like this. Oh, actually that was easy. Other than going through a ditch, but that was easy. Okay, back to the field. Well, not the problem is we don't have a lot of money, so it's definitely slowing us down. But if I follow the lease everything mentality, I can definitely speed some things up. But I need to have some money in order to lease things, especially the bigger pieces of equipment. And then there's also some equipment that I need to just straight up buy. But I think, at least for this first harvest, I'm just gonna lease everything. Because I don't even think I have a tractor. I don't think. Let me check real quick. Yeah, I don't even have a tractor. So absolutely everything I'm gonna have to do to work with, because I'm starting from zero, or at least I started from zero. I've done some contracts and stuff and got some money, but what is that? Oh, the trailer, because this is our third field for this thing. Yeah, but we'll finish this contract. I'm not even sure how much money we get for this contract. Does it tell us? Oh, ooh, a hefty amount. Okay, now I see why I was doing that contract. Okay, I understand it now. Fertilizing contracts are faster. The thing is, you got to pay to actually do them though, and that's kind of not what I want to do. You know, like some of these contracts are great, like 26,000, great. But if you see how big the field is, it's gonna take you some time. I just don't have it. Ooh, I could go ahead and do these fields for a few dollars of chump change with my little lawnmower. It might take me a second to get over there, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. Oh, I crashed into a tree. Let's see, when you get out of the wait. When you get out of the tractor and the did I make it through there? Okay. Boop, boop, boop. I hear the ice cream man, or woman. I guess you could say ice cream person. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. Oh, I did not mean to turn that off. Crank that on. We're good. Let's see, how much of this field do we have left? Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably 7 or 8 up downs minus this one, which isn't bad. It's just that this is gonna take a second, but we're gonna actually start working on our field and knocking some stuff out. We just planted that grass, so that really we have a lot of time before we can actually even start harvesting and making some money. I don't know. Get the trailer and it is still dumping. Wait, when you get out of the tractor and the trailer, oh, it's still dumping. What mod is it? It's not even a mod in this one. And this one is kind of interesting. Or at least I think we're talking about the same thing. So what I think you're talking about is if you hop out of the tractor, it still continuously dumps stuff, even if you're not, telling it to dump. In this game, if you start unloading a tractor or any vehicle for that matter, I just missed some. I'll get it on the way back, I guess. It's fine. If you start unloading any like trailer or anything in the game, like put it for this example, the harvester. Ooh, that's kind of cool. If you start unloading this, you can hop out of it, and as long as you don't turn the vehicle off, it's going to keep unloading. With a trailer, does the exact same thing. Now, the interesting part with the trailer, however, typically because the trailer isn't a part of the tractor, like the harvester is, when you initiate the unloading function, it will start unloading. You can hop out of the tractor and it will continue unloading. But one cool feature is that you can disconnect the tractor from the trailer and it will keep dumping. Why does it do that? I don't know, but I'm not gonna really question it. My thought process is I don't know, but I'm thinking in real life, because again, I don't know. I'm thinking in real life, these trailers are not the dumping feature. Again, don't know. I don't think it's activated from inside the tractor. It might be, and I just don't know. But I think it's one of those things that you have to sort of press a button or something that's actually on the trailer itself, which is why in game you can disconnect the tractor and it'll still unload. That doesn't feel like, I don't think that's right. And I think I actually got it completely backwards. I think in real life you can probably activate it with the trailer, but I just don't know for sure. So it is what it is. Now the thing is, it's only been a thing in FS25. I don't think that's a thing in FS22. So it might not actually be a mod, at least not for FS22. It's always interesting. I eat breakfast, but I'm always hungry so quickly after. I ate breakfast at like 10:30, which is kind of late for a breakfast, but still. I ate breakfast. It's now, what, about 1 o'clock for me? So 10, 11, 12. That's 2.5 hours and I'm hungry. I don't know. I guess in fairness, when you go to sleep, you're not eating, right? And so if you're not eating, you're gonna wake up starved, but your body's used to it. So it could just be that, I don't know. Just trying to rationalize it, and I don't know, it's not making sense. Let's see, how much of this field we got? Ooh, a hefty amount. A hefty amount. It's not bad though. I could just pay AI to work on this field and I go do something else. Actually, that is a strategy I could use. With that maximize funds, it wouldn't maximize, but it would work, you know. I just need to figure out what other contract would I even bother doing, you know. Ooh, what I could do, since I have this one piece of machinery, I can go harvest some more poppy. That's going to be quick. So since I'm already harvesting poppy, it's only going to be 1,000, but it is some money, so I'll accept that one. Spelt as well. They're right next to each other, so I'll just harvest both of those, make some money. It's only 2,000. Let's see, always keep auto start on. I always turn that. Oh, I see what you're saying. I always turn auto start off, because what happens with the auto start on auto start off thing, I know exactly what you're talking about. Here, let me drive my tractor under this and I'll show you the reason why. And you can sort of see it there. For me, when I hopped into it, I have to actually press a button to turn it on, which I'm okay with that because it's just one little button. But let me unload this. Let's see. Stop. Do you remember about the temple? I gave up on that temple, bro. I looked up online like how long it was going to take, because it was taking me forever. I think someone said it took like 10 in-game years to finish because of the constant like fast forwarding. Not because like I could easily come up with the materials. It's just you have to fast forward X amount of months for them to finish using the materials before you bring more materials, just like real life. But my thing is like 10 years to build this. No, like 10 in-game years. No, I'm not doing that. So I just gave up on it. It is what it is. Could I finish it? Yes, but it's not worth it. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be showing you the setting I was talking about, which I think you already know. Also, we got 7 days per month on this one, so I am making it hard. I'm not doing 30 something, but 7 is crazy. Where is it? Oh, here it is. The automatic engine start. I always turn this off. The reason being, as you can tell, both of these are still running. If you have them turned off, like this one, it doesn't really matter since it's just picking up stuff. It doesn't really matter too much. I should just leave that on. But this one will not unload unless it's turned on. And if you have that automatic engine start thing on and off, like if you have that turned on, every time I hop out, this vehicle turns off. The problem is if it's off, it can't unload the stuff like it needs to, which means you would have to hop in this trailer, bring it over, and then hop out of it, and then hop back in this one the whole time it's like loading, which is why I don't turn that feature on. It doesn't really help me either. Now, if I still wouldn't, but if I was to turn it on, I would do it for console. Like if I was playing console, which I think you're playing console, I would do that, and I've seen people do it. But like my dad who plays console, he originally had that thing turned on, and I told him no, turn it off. And he explained, like he asked why, and I told him pretty much the same conversation we're having now. Whenever you go to hop out of a vehicle, it turns off, which isn't a major issue until you go to actually start using some of this farm equipment and you realize that if it's on, I save some time, save some effort. It makes certain things a little bit easier, and all I have to do is just have one button to push to turn the vehicle on and off. So that's the reason why. Let's see, is Xbox One his console? Yes, he does do Xbox One. Yes, yeah, we're pretty much an Xbox only family. My uncle had a PlayStation 3 when I was younger, but he since then sold that. But yeah, for the most part, everybody in my family, if we're playing console, it's gonna be an Xbox and Nintendo family. But it's not a knock against PlayStation or anything. It's just we're Xbox. In fairness, I'm not sure if it's still a thing, but I remember, especially with PSP, I know nobody plays a PSP anymore, but PlayStation was like the Android of consoles in the sense that you can customize so much of it for like free. Like if you want to buy certain you could pay for stuff as well, but you could customize your little pictures for games. You could customize the icons themselves. You could customize the standard background picture, the sounds of certain things. Like I remember you could do that with PlayStation. Xbox, I think at the time, I think I had an Xbox 360 at the time, you couldn't do that at all, if I remember correctly, or if you could, it wasn't as easy. I think you actually had to pay for everything, I think. But let's see, what's the best map to start on FS25? So there's 4 maps, and And I think okay, the reason I say 4 maps, because I think Silver Run Forest, I think it's free DLC. And so I'm gonna say, of the 4, it depends, but because each map, I haven't played the German map, I think it's German, but I played 3 of the 4. Silver Run Forest only, and I do mean only, play it if you like harvesting trees. If that is what you want to do that. I would say every other map that even has trees on it, can you harvest those trees? Yes. It's gonna be a lot more work, but can you harvest them? Yes. With Silver Run Forest, it's so much easier to harvest trees because it's a map dedicated to harvesting trees, so it's much easier to do. And actually I have videos of it. Pantai, and what's the other map? The American map that I can't remember the name of. The American map is probably the easiest to navigate. However, just like an American map, you end up having to travel for a long time. Like depending on where you are, traveling to certain areas takes a lot longer. And by that, I just mean it's more American. Everything's more open and like spacious, and the fields I think on average are a bit bigger, which is fun. I actually prefer it, but switch vehicles. But one thing I will say about that map, compared to Pantai, the Asian setting map, Pantai has a crazy like downtown city type section, which I like to look at. I hate to navigate, especially if you have traffic turned on. It's terrible. If you have traffic turned on, it's terrible. It just does not want to, like, it's so cumbersome to navigate it with a tractor. With a car, easy, but with a tractor or a trailer, it's annoying to deal with. In the German map, I just haven't played it, but from what I've seen, there's a lot of hills, so just be prepared for everything to be I wouldn't say difficult to navigate, but why did I turn that off? A little bit more work to navigate. Well, as far as going up and down, the constant change in speeds and things. Let's see, Deadwood. Now, I haven't played on the Deadwood map, only because it's not like a default map. It's hard for me. Well, I'm gonna say hard for me. I am the type of person who will get on a map and play through it very slowly, as is the case for Gnadenthal. I play through the map and through my games pretty slowly, and I end up spending forever on one map. For example, like I was on Pantai since the game came out, and I think I just stopped Pantai probably, let's see, where were we in July? I probably stopped Pantai probably April, maybe. Whenever I started Silver Run Forest was about the time I stopped Pantai. And it's not that the map is bad, it's just I prefer, actually I would say the map is good. I prefer to move slowly. Also, I only play on these maps whilst being on stream, meaning, or for the most part while being on stream, which means I'm only allotted like 2 hours per time to stream. It's just so that way you guys can just see, sort of it. If I play this in my off time, there'll just be so much missing each time I went to do it, which is the main reason why I don't, it's the main reason why I don't try to film these offline, just because there's so much dialogue and things I'm thinking about, thought processes and things of that nature, that I would like people to see should they want to, or ask questions should they want to, or, and my favorite is people to just comment on how I'm doing something, because they might have a better way to do it, and I want to hear their way of doing it, because it genuinely might be better. My way isn't always the best, and so I learn a lot of techniques. My eye is itching a little bit, sorry. My eye, my eye, my eye. Better. But yeah, I would say I play through maps pretty slowly. I think the average person who plays farming sim is probably playing for this is anecdotal, like I have no data to back this up, but I would assume the average person who's playing farming simulator is probably playing for like 4 hours. It was just itching. I don't know why. I think I just had something on my eyelash or something, so it just got itchy. And so I always like I always try to, like, when I'm scratching my eye, like babies and some adults will like rub with the back of their hand or their palm or something like that. I found, and this again, no evidence on this, it's just how I feel, and my brain is like, oh yeah, this makes sense. I don't know if it actually works. It's just my brain saying, oh yeah, this makes sense, so this is how we're going to do it. But my thought process ever since I was younger is, if I want my eyelashes to be longer, I want to brush them down, similar to like brushing my hair. I want to brush them in a direction and not rub them and mush them and everything. Because like if I'm brushing my hair, I'm not just doing circular patterns, I'm going in a direction. Plus, I always thought there was oils or something on my eyelids that, I'm not sure if there actually is or isn't, but I always thought there was oils on my eyelids that when I brushed them, they would sort of go into my eyelashes to make them more luxurious. I don't know. And now it's just a habit. But should I turn off auto start? Yes. In the automatic engine start, I think is what it's called. Where is it? Automatic engine start. Yeah, turn that off. I do, because all you need is just one button to turn on, and it makes things a little bit easier. On Deadwood, is Deadwood the map, or are you doing a Deadwood contract? I just have to make a distinction, because I don't know if Deadwood is a map or not. That's the only reason I'm saying that. The map, okay, I've never actually seen, I can't say never. I can't say I've probably seen it, I just don't realize it. But tell me about the map. Is the Deadwood map, is it more for trees, or is it just like a normal farming map? Because for example, Silver Run Forest is like a tree farming map. Like that's its main purpose. Are there some fields on the map? I think there's 4. I think on Silver Run Forest, I think there's a total of 4 fields you can actually work. And I'm gonna be honest, they're not good. They're not good fields either. But I think there's a total of 4 fields you can work. But yeah. There is 2 maps for Deadwood. Interesting. Similar to that Settlers map that we're currently using on the server, the Settlers map is really the Pantai map, just sort of reskinned and rehashed a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the Settlers map better. The only thing I do hate about the Settlers map is that there's so many animal barns. I hate that. It's just a personal thing. I genuinely hate that but a lot of the land I buy on the Settlers map automatically come with a pig barn, automatically come with a chicken farm, come with the pallet storage. Now I think the pallet storage and stuff would work better as a single player map, but I think the Pantai map is too easy let's put it this way. As a single player map, I think it's too easy. As a multiplayer map, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with multiplayer things being a little bit more unrealistic simply because of time constraints. Like, not everybody's going to do what I'm doing, which is play the game for 2 hours, done. Play the game for 2 hours, done. Most people will be playing for hours on end, but then also, since it's a server, people who are hopping on and off at different times, you need to have a faster way to do certain things, so that way it's not taking all day, otherwise people don't want to do it. For example, on our server we now have this planter that, although not realistic, well, the base game one that's in the game is realistic, it does its job. And so the unrealistic one isn't too, well, the middle of the road one isn't too broken. Let me put it this way, it's not broken really at all. It just allows you to plant every single crop without having to buy multiple machines. I'm okay with that, mostly because of that. It doesn't really break the game, doesn't give you a buku amount of money or anything. One thing I do kind of regret, but I'm kind of okay with, is the tree devourer mod, because it allows you to harvest trees like crazy, so you end up making a lot of money extremely quickly. And I would like for there to be a little bit more of a grind. However, I'm kind of okay with that, with people getting money that quickly, because it allows them to get the money that they need to actually start the business that they want. And then also, since the server, once the trees are gone, the trees are gone, because nobody on that server is taking the time to replant trees. And so as we start fast forwarding years or whatever, because I think it's going to get to a point to where we're going to be skipping months like crazy. I think it's going to get to that point. And when it does, if you haven't planted any trees, you're just done. Let's see, I brought the wrong one. What, the Deadwood map? You download the wrong Deadwood map? I seriously have never played it. I need to take a look at it to see what it's like. But yeah, I haven't done that. We're actually almost done with this contract. We have probably 1, 2, I'm gonna say about 3 and a partial rows to do. No, pallets. Oh yeah, don't you love that? Actually, I'll tell you right now, the number one thing I have an issue with, or not an issue, but like if I'm buying the wrong pallets, it's gonna be this. Okay, so sometimes I haven't done it in a hot second, but I might. Sometimes I will accidentally buy lime pallet when I'm trying to buy solid fertilizer pallet. Same thing with the bags. If I'm moving too quickly, I will not be paying attention, and sometimes I'll buy this one when I meant to buy the solid fertilizer, or I'll buy this one when I meant to buy this one. Herbicide, I never really had that issue because I don't really use herbicide. Same thing with liquid fertilizer. I don't really have that issue, which I find interesting that there's 2. But I never have to use herbicide, so not an issue. However, in our server map, I'm realizing I either will need to use herbicide, or I will need to use a weeder, because I'm using a direct drill machine to plant crops, which means we are going to end up with weeds, which means I either need to use herbicide or a weeder, which I'm probably gonna use a weeder, because if you get to it quick enough, your life is a-okay if you get to it quick enough, and that's the thing. So I probably will use I should already took this back, but I didn't. Yeah, I don't think I ever really use herbicide except for contracts. I want to buy, Don't crash. Hold up. Let's see, I need to go up here, take a left first one. Got it. What's about the one on the left? The lime one. And that's another thing. I don't use lime often, which is crazy. It's not that it's crazy. Lime is supposed to be used, to think about, every 3 harvests in base game. Now, precision farming, I know, is going to be different, and it's going to be all over the place. It's going to be a learning curve, but I think once I get there, I think I'll enjoy it. Also, this map is a very, what is it? Gnadenthal. It's a pretty good map. Pretty open. The ground is flat. Now, I know for some people that is not annoying, but they want the map to have like different height levels, terrains, and things of that nature. I'm okay with it. It's not terrible. Ooh, kind of cool. It just pushes it all out. Just sweeps it all out. It's a really quick trailer now, think about it. Kind of cool. Okay, almost done with that field. So we're gonna get a lot of money from that field, which is good. And then I'll probably harvest those 2 smaller fields just because it'll be quick. Especially with the borrowed equipment that we're already borrowing. Might as well use it on another contract, right? But I'm just gonna do like the $1,000 ones, since it's nothing major, but we'll see. We shall see. Cut through this tree line here, and we're back over here. I'm trying to think as to what I'm going to do, because I'm playing 7-day months. Now, the interesting part is it hasn't taken effect since I just spawned into the map with 1 day, 7-day months. I'm not sure if it's going to take effect immediately or if it's going to take effect at the next year. I don't know. But I think when we fast forward, it's going to take place. I think it's going to take place next month. Also, if you look at the top right, I always play like half time scale. It's just me. I like the half time scale just because it gives me plenty of time to work. But I will say, when we get to the point where we're playing 7-day months, I might do a 5-time speed, maybe a 3-time speed, just so. See, can I get pizza rolls? Yeah, for sure. Actually, I haven't had pizza rolls in. Now I kind of want pizza rolls. To be honest, the last time I had pizza rolls was when I was in college. I had a friend who used to always like Tostitos pizza rolls, but yeah, outside of that, I don't think I've ever had pizza rolls before then. Oh, I'm not close enough. Let's bag this up. Let's get a little bit closer. Thank you. I think I gotta buy pizza rolls because I don't have pizza rolls. I've never had pizza rolls in my house. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I don't eat pizza rolls often. I don't really eat pizza often. Actually, let me think. Last time I had fast food was I had Red Robin for the first time with my girlfriend. It was all right. I'm being honest, it ain't all that. It was all right. Before that, it was probably Longhorn Steakhouse, and then outside of that, I just don't eat fast food. Well, okay, if you count sub sandwiches as fast food, I had Jimmy John's, I think, before that, which Jimmy John's was actually pretty good. I don't eat it often. There's like Jimmy John's, Jersey Mike's, and Quiznos and McAllister's. Never had Quiznos, never had McAllister's. I've had Subway, duh. I would say Jimmy John's is probably the next most popular that I've had. Ooh, if you count Firehouse, it would actually be Subway, Firehouse, Jimmy John's, Jersey Mike's. Quiznos and McAllister's I've never tried, but as far as like which ones I've eaten the most of, but Firehouse is pretty good. The only problem is if I'm going to Firehouse, I'm not even trying to get a somewhat healthy sub. Like at least at Subway or Jimmy John's, like the food is like semi-healthy. Nah, I go to Firehouse, I'm getting a brisket. I'm getting, I think, a beef brisket. I think that comes with like cheese and some other stuff on it. And then I'm adding like barbecue sauce. So it's really just meat, cheese, and bread. What is Firehouse? It's a sub sandwich shop. A sandwich shop, I think is a good way of saying it. But it's like, I think it's one of those sandwich shops that's sort of like not on everybody's radar. Like you've probably seen them, or at least in America, you've probably seen them, you've heard of them, you just don't go in them often, but once you know, you know. But they do make good sandwiches. Yeah, but I always get the beef brisket because no other sandwich shop has brisket. Now Jimmy John's actually has what's it called? I forgot. Jimmy John's, the last time I went there, I got this like really cool chicken type sandwich thing. I was right with my numbers. The last one's gonna be a half field or half row. Partial, I guess you'd say. What was I about to say? There's like some weird chicken thing, but it was good. Jersey Mike's, I can't say I'm a huge fan of Jersey Mike's. Let's see. I heard, but I really don't know if I saw one. And that's how most people are. Like firehouses, you don't, like, you've probably heard of them. You might have seen one, but you're not 100% sure. Like, I think I've probably, in my life, I know of 2 firehouses. Or firehouse subs. I know like 2 of those locations. I've seen a McAllister's before. I think I've seen 2 McAllisters. I've heard of a Quiznos, but I don't think I've ever seen a Quiznos. Like, and actually now that I think about it, Subway sandwich shops are not common, right? However, now that I mentioned it, I have 3 Subway sandwich shops near me. I say Subway, sub sandwich. Well, I keep saying Subway sandwiches, sub sandwich shops. Or I'm just gonna say sandwich shops. I have 3 sandwich shops near me. There's a Firehouse, sort of, and then there is a Jersey Mike's and a Jimmy John's. And the Jersey Mike's and the Jimmy John's are relatively close to each other. Do you have a pool? I do not. Do not have a pool. I actually haven't been swimming in years, only because of my hair, and it's like once it gets wet, like soaked, you're probably gonna have to get it braided again. And actually I'm not even 100% sure about that, because I have not legit gone swimming with this hair yet. Like the few years that I've had it, which is probably what, 3-4 years maybe. I think now 3 years. I have just not gotten super wet. When I had dreads, I would go swimming, but even then I would hate going swimming just because I knew the process to dry my hair would take super long. And I was also like very particular when it came to my dreads, because how should I explain it? I thought I ran into something. I don't trust pool water. You know, people pee in pool water. And so with my dreads or whatever, I was like, I have to wash this. Just my hair in general. I would always have to like wash my hair after I swim. The thing is, oh, do we need to go forward? There it is. The thing is, again, I feel like washing my dreads, it's work. Like there's a lot more hair to wash and then to dry it. Dreadlocks, or those braids, hold in so much water, or at least I feel like my hair, actually even when I had just an afro, my hair would just hold in so much water. It would take forever to dry it. And so you would dry it, and actually this is what happened, what was it, Tuesday or something like that? But I had washed my hair and then I just had to let the rest of it air dry, like, because spending the time to make sure it's thoroughly dry, at least especially with these braids, I feel like causes issues. Issue number one, certain sections are going to get way more dry than other sections, in which case you can start actually damaging your hair. I feel, I'm not sure if that's actually 100% true, but that's what I think. So that's thing number one. Thing number two is I have rubber bands on the ends of these, and I don't think rubber bands are meant to be constantly wet and then dried, wet and then dried, wet and then dried, because I think it causes them to become more brittle. And so they end up snapping or popping. I would say snapping, but popping off. And then I don't know how to put rubber bands in, so I have to find someone who can put rubber bands in. Should I look up a video? Yeah. Am I going to? Nah. My mom does. I usually just take my hair to her. It's like, hey, just here's some rubber bands. Just put rubber bands on these two that don't have rubber bands on them. But yeah. Now I wash my hair on a consistent basis, but I don't know. I just don't swim. I guess the next time I think I need, no, because that's disgusting. I was gonna say the next time I need to take a shower, I should go for a swim. Nah, that's disgusting. Because I need multiple showers, not shower. But next time I plan on washing my hair, that's what I meant to say. Next time I plan on washing my hair, I should go for a swim. Which I guess isn't that disgusting, because you're putting your hair into pee water, so not really much you could say. When I say pee water, it's not that it's super pee water, it is diluted, because one person's bladder isn't going to turn the entire water to pee, but you do know that some of it is pee. Also, the reason why swimming in the ocean is not fun. Are you okay with your words? If you mean with me stumbling over my words, or if you mean do I have good word choice, which that vocabulary word, if you're trying to say word choice of like people's choice of words, that is called diction. And I learned that in, I think, high school. It's either high school, I'm almost positive it was high school. But diction has something to do with your word choice. And it's spelled, let's see, diction, D-I-C-T-I-O-N? Diction, I think that's how you spell that. Go ahead and eat that up. But yeah, do I have great diction? I'd say it's all right. It's not the world's, worst. What's that, Blowy? Where's Melissa? Okay, so when she saw that I wasn't gonna be on the server today, she's like, cool, and she just left. Oh yeah, she's too good to watch stream. But she showed up earlier and was like, are you not on the stream today? I mean, not on the server today? I was like, nah, I need to go back to Gnadenthal, which is the main reason I was trying to get what's it called, like crops down, so that way I could actually have some time off from the stream, I mean from the server. Yeet. Oh, I need to actually pick that up. Okay, so we'll actually go right about here first. Because I wanted to get back to Gnadenthal, mostly because of precision farming, which I'm gonna be honest, as soon as I got back on here, a little bit of a shock, because I don't know what's what, but not atrocious. not atrocious. I somewhat know what I'm doing. I say that, and I'm probably about to hit that tractor. Oh, I could have got closer. Yeah, could have got closer. It's kind of hard to tell. The depth perception is just not 100% there for me with this, but hey, it works. So I'm gonna finish this contract. I'm actually gonna go do maybe 1 or 2 really small contracts, just because it gives us a few bucks, and the field shouldn't take long. 63 and 62 are like right there. Shouldn't take too long, so I'm probably just gonna do 63 just because it's poppies as well. And the main reason being is because I want to recoup. Hold up, let me make sure I'm on this. I want to recoup whatever my leasing cost, which was 1,599. 1,599. Okay, so that doesn't quite get me the money back, but we'll see. Because I'm about to get extra from whatever I make when I turn this in. Not turn in the contract, but whatever extra product goes into the thing, I'm gonna get that on top of this next contract, which is 1,002. So I really only need to make about 3,000 bucks, I think. Not 3,000, 300, 296. Actually, $303. I need to make $303 extra profit from this drop off in order to essentially not have paid leasing costs. I really do like how on the mini map it shows my field 19. I hate that it looks the way it looks, but nice. Can you zoom out on the map? Is that a thing? I don't remember how to do that. I know you can do like that, but let's see. We're looking for field 63, which should be over here, right here. Okay, so let me go ahead and just do this, park this, go here, turn this on. Okay, we're gonna drive, we're gonna turn this stuff in. Oh yeah, we have 71%. We're about to make a lot of money from turning this in. Am I going the right way? I am. I'm gonna make a lot of money because I'm willing to bet like 20% is gonna bring us to that mark we needed for the contract, because we did that entire field, which I guess we didn't have to in hindsight, but the extra money is going to be good because we need it. I still don't own a tractor, which I guess is fine. It's not the end of the world. And then we still have 7-day months turned on, so that's something in of itself. I just need a way to start making money, and I don't have it. And 7-day months is going to be abysmal, because that means I'm going to be doing a crap ton of contracts. You know what? I should... Genius. That's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. I don't know why I didn't think about this. Okay. Oh, I want to watch this money rack up real quick. Oh, wow. I thought 20% was going to be more than enough. It wasn't. But that is a lot of money right there. How much was extra was that? 8. Oh, wow. Good for me. Minus the penalty. I hate you. What was I looking at? I need to go ahead and accept this contract. How did it fail? I didn't even do it. Oh wait, they have time constraints on them, right? No, they don't. So how did I fail? Accept. It just instantly. But what I'm gonna do is start doing these fertilizing contracts. This is gonna be how I'll rack up some money pretty quickly. Did I skip time? No. Am I going to? Yes, eventually, yes. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's what we do. It's gonna make us bank. Make us bank. Yeah, I think the time going forward is what did it or something. I don't know. But this field is gonna be quick and easy. Make it easy. Send you a picture. Okay. For F is 22. I haven't played the game in a hot second. But we'll knock out this contract. Why? Because I'm a goober. Because in hindsight, I didn't even need to do this because we made extra money from that leasing contract. So this is not even necessary, but I'm doing it anyway. What am I thinking? There's one thing in my head that I'm thinking. Oh yeah, our contracts. We're gonna get a sprayer. How much would it cost? Ooh. 36 meters isn't bad. It's not like this chunky boy, which is 54, or this guy who's 40. You know what? Because if I lease it here, that's a lot of money, right? Hear me out. Hear me out. Uh-oh, I'm gonna crash. So glad they turned off that auto thing. That makes my life a little bit easier. I'm going to do that contract and never turn it in. That way I can keep the machine. I just need, so I can get the machine for a cheaper cost, and all I have to do is pay for the fertilizer. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. That's the plan. Because if all I gotta do is pay for the fertilizer, that should, I just missed some. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. If I go to the contract like this one, huge, because this is the plains mod sprayer, right? Which only goes up to 40 though, which is kind of crazy. But it also holds less. What? Oh, it takes solid fertilizer too. That's what makes this one more interesting. So I don't think any of these other ones take solid. This one also takes solid. Huh. Which probably explains why the wingspan is not going to be super massive. Yeah. Plus I haven't gotten a chance to use the Plains and Prairie mod stuff. So I'm definitely going to set that contract, and I'm just going to spam fertilizing contracts. Are they the most cost efficient contracts? Probably not. Maybe. I would say they save a lot of time. And since time is money, especially for us, consider... The ice cream truck makes noises? That's cool. I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but I didn't know the ice cream truck on this map made noises. That's cool. Awesome. Okay. It's actually really, really cool. Let's go. Cruise control. Oh, cruise control. There we go. Set it to neutral. You scared the crap out of me. Heard it pass behind me. Exactly. I did the same thing. Like, I heard it because my IEMs, like, they're very good with like positioning sounds, and I didn't hear it like necessarily left or right. I heard it behind me, like going from the right to the left, and I was like, what the heck is that? And then I hop out and look, it was the stupid ice cream truck. And that's actually kind of cool. We need more vehicles like that. I lie, we do not need more vehicles like that, because what's going to happen is someone's going to hear that and they're going to make like the base cars in the map like honk or something. I think they already do, but let's see. Did you just call earbuds IEMs? No, these are not actually earbuds. These are my actual IEMs. I actually have a second pair that I bought for my girlfriend, but her ears are too tiny. So she doesn't actually use them. But the main reason I bought these was because I don't like, well, it doesn't matter now since I have my hair braided, but back when I had my afro, I didn't like wearing headphones that went over my head because they would, you know, mess up my hair. But let's see, where am I going here? Going back this direction. Where am I going? Let's see, what in the Ford F-150 are those? I do not remember the name of them. All I know is that I have 2 pair of them. All I know. I don't remember how much they were, because I've had these since 2020 at least. They're not super expensive if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, they weren't super expensive. Now, I know you can get, I think Sennheiser has some IEMs. Or no, was it Sennheiser? I don't think it's Sennheiser. But there's some company that like creates stage quality IEMs. I did not get those. I think those are like hundreds or something of dollars. But these, I remember not being super expensive. But let me see if I can figure out the ones that I'm thinking of. Was it by Sennheiser? Oh, my tractor, my combine harvester's behind me. Oh, turn. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna crash, aren't I? But I think these are probably like 70 or 80. So I'm trying to find the place that made. Okay, there's too many ice cream trucks in this map. I don't know which one I'm thinking of, but there's a company that makes a lot of audio equipment that has like the ones that artists used, and they even have like this thing to where you can custom mold it to the inside of your ear. So like the part that actually goes in your ear or sits in your ear is like molded to your ear canal. But I can't think of who they're by, but I think mine were like probably 60, 70, maybe 80, but I doubt that they were more than 80 bucks. But they sound very nice, and they're almost like I'm not sure if you've seen like open back headphones, which actually my first time seeing open back headphones was Sennheiser, which I'm probably saying their names wrong, but whatever, they're good over it. Audio Technica is also another company that does really good headphones, but open back, I can't remember the reason why they're so good. All I remember is yes, that's all I remember. I think closed-eared headphones do bass much better. I really can't remember. All I remember is when I did the research for this, open back is a little bit better. I just don't remember what my reasoning was for whatever reason, whatever case use I needed it for. Open was better, but even still, the main reason I got IEMs is because they're essentially headphones. They were earbuds. They're really in-ear monitors, but they don't have to go over my head, and I've just been using them ever since. Plus, I kind of like that they're not brand affiliated, if that makes any sense. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but cool, we got some money. Okay, so we're gonna do a lot of fertilizing contracts, since that should make us pretty quick money, I think. So I'm going to borrow this equipment. Perfect. Lease cost only $320 to lease that. That's crazy. I googled them. Samson was a big name. That actually, hold up, that sounds about right. Let me see. Samson. Not the actual Samson. What the heck? I am. That actually does look right. And the price, yeah, the price looks more like what I was thinking of. Yeah. Yeah, so these aren't those by any means, because those are super expensive. But yeah. Oh, Amazon has some pretty cheap IEMs for about 50, 60 bucks. It's not bad. But I also, the cool part with IEMs is how they connect is also very interesting. My earpiece has like these two prongs, which I've never seen any system like it before. But what does that have to do with anything? I don't know, but I just know it's kind of cool. I like them. Accept this contract. And we're going to accept this contract. Okay, now what I got to do is make sure every single one of them are okay with any type of fertilizer. They are perfect. So we're gonna go here. This is a big little thing. How do you get in this thing? Oh, the stairs are in the front. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so we are going to just fill this up completely with solid fertilizer. I forgot how much this takes, so we'll just do 4,000 for now. I think it was about 4. I think it was a little bit more than 4,000 is what this thing held. No, it was way more than 4,000, and I'm stupid for thinking otherwise. So it looks like we can go about a little bit less than 4 times 4,000, so a little bit less than 16,000. But we're definitely gonna we're just gonna pour all of our money into this. We're gonna have a crap ton of fertilizer, so that when we fast forward days, we're still gonna be doing fertilizing contracts. I'm just going to be doing fertilizing because I feel like it's gonna be a fast way to get us some money. Actually, I might have gotten too much fertilizer. Put too much dip on my chip. We'll come back for the rest of that. All right, buddy. Let's see where we headed. Ooh, that's a cool monitor. Does it actually work? Of course not. That's kind of cool. Did I turn on the hazards? What? Oh, it's saying we're stopped. Now we're going backwards. Left. Okay. All right. Well, I'll put on the left turn signal. It's kind of cool. I already forgot that fast of where the heck I'm going. Wait, did it wait. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. We'll do field 23 first, then do field 34, and do field 100, and then I just need to make sure I remember not to turn in one of them. Don't remember which, but go ahead and start spreading the wings on this puppy. And so these contracts should go by fairly quickly. How wide is this? Oh, not very. Or at least not as wide as I thought. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is a tiny one. This is the baby one. So this might take us a second. Oh. Not bad. Not super bad. I thought it was gonna be worse. This thing looks, I don't know, it's very interesting. I do like the fact that it could take solid fertilizer, because I'm more of a solid fertilizer type of guy. Ooh, but in this game with the sprayer thing and the thingy thing, change nitrogen reference value. That's not what I'm looking for. Is there automatic application rate is already on? Okay, so let's see. My bill not working with AI. If you're doing FS22, AI cannot bail, and Blowy might be able to correct me on this, but I think at FS22, AI cannot bail. They can cut the grass, but they can't bail it, if I'm not mistaken. see, this thing is booking it. It's actually not using a lot of fertilizer. So I'm thinking just because of this machine, so solid fertilizer can still use the application rate. I might be wrong, but that's what it feels like. Yeah, and it says auto. So if that's the case, that means solid fertilizer is the best, because I remember doing this yesterday. I was breaking it apart between like I was ranking them, and I said there was 5 top fertilizers. I said slurry, or there's 5 fertilizers: slurry, manure, solid, liquid, and then liquid with precision farming. But now looking at it, no, like there's no need to say precision farming one, because even on precision farming I can still use the solid one and it still works. Like the automatic thing still works. So solid fertilizer is just better. Just better. The machines are quicker. They spread further. Well, they do not spread for, like, if you're talking about the biggest machines like this, no. But assuming that I can use something as small as this, you know, 22 is tiny. Oh, but it holds a lot. Okay, so that's a benefit. But I still rather use this. Oh, it also moves faster, 13 miles per hour. But I still rather use this. 42 miles, like I think I could do the math. The extra 2 miles per hour you get, but you're only able to spread 22 meters, does not trump the it doesn't beat out the other thing. Like the 22 meters. Actually, I can run those numbers. Let's see. Let me get a calculator. 22 times 13 gives us, oh, I don't want to do this. That's 100 and, no, that's 260, add 13, so that's 286. My math can't be right on that. 22 times 13 is, no, yeah, it's 286. So crop, it's not really harvesting, but crop ratio of 286 versus this, which is 42 times 11, 462. This one's better. It's also way cheaper. So I would say the Plains one. Now, one thing that you could also add to the ratio is how much it could hold. The other one holds about 80% more. So I guess if we wanted to add 80% onto the first ratio to give it a better comparison, because you won't have to stop to pick up stuff as much, so that is a benefit. So let me do that. And also with how little fertilizer we're using, we're gonna be able to keep this forever. So let's see, it was 22 times 13, which gives us 286 times 1. Crap, 286 times 1.8 gives us 514. So it is slightly better. It is actually better to use the other one for the simple fact that you won't have to stop to keep refilling. And my ratio might be off. Maybe I should not include capacity amounts. Actually, I really shouldn't include capacity amounts, I don't think, because the problem with capacity amounts, I'm just looking how fast can it work the field. Actually, no, that's pretty much it. I'm just looking at how fast it can work the field. Stopping to unload and load stuff is, it's not that it's not pointless, I just don't think it's as big of a deal, because refilling it isn't going to take that long. Uh-oh, did I start it? Yeah, I did. Refilling it isn't going to take that long. It's not like it's a super big deal. So I still think the other one would move faster, because it's not like holding point A is going to mean, hey, when the other one stops, it's going to take forever to refill it. It depends. It depends on where you put the fertilizer. If you have a truck or something and you have the fertilizer on the bed of a drop deck and you just drive by and refill it, you're good. Especially if you get used to when the thing is about to gonna run out, and you place the truck at a spot on the field or off the field to where you know where it's roughly gonna stop, and you refill it that way. Yeah, in hindsight, it still just seems better. Da-da-da-ba-doo. Yeah. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, it's just better. Yeah, the 0.8 carrying capacity doesn't mean much. So, I mean, I could do a head-to-head race just to see for sure if it matters that much, but I still think my ratio is, I wouldn't even say it's a ratio, because it's really not a ratio. Ratio involves division. I'm just multiplying. So crop value, or we'll say CHV, crop harvest value, is our new thing. CHV, crop harvest value. Patent pending? No, not patent pending, but that's how I'm gonna refer to it from now on. CHV, or try to refer to it, because we're getting through this field pretty quickly. I wish it was wider. That would be nice. But considering it's only costing us $320 to lease it, and let's see which contract field 23 is the one that requires us to return it. So we're not going to return or do this one. How much did we spend on product? We finances, that's what it is. Statistics. Finances though. Here it is. Fertilizer costs. I'm glad that this is separate now. So we paid about 29,000 on just fertilizer. Uh-oh. I'm glad it automatically stops. That's lovely. Oh no, it's technically still on. Oh, that's crazy. Didn't realize that. I don't have to turn it off because the thing is sensing the ground. It's sensing like the crops that need to be fertilized. And as soon as you are not over crops that need to be fertilized, it just stops. It's still on, but it stopped. That's cool. Let's see. What's the last message you got on YouTube from you? I can just I'll read them backwards. So I got what's the last message you got on YouTube? I got my bill not working with AI or AL, not sure which one. The one I got before that, I got the one where Bloweed said I googled them. Samson was a big name. I got the Stream Elements one that says remember to stay hydrated, and then Bloweed says they sound expensive. Anyone? What? Or are you talking about like comments on videos? We're almost done with this field already. That's crazy. We got one more pass. That is a partial pass too. We'll be done with this field, on to the next. But actually, this will probably be the fastest way for us to rack up money to be able to afford a tractor from anyone. yeah, those messages that I read off to you, those are the last ones. If you're talking about comments on videos, I don't think people comment on live stream videos. I think pretty much everybody says what they're going to say in chat during the video, but I don't think anybody comments on the live streams videos like after the fact, if that makes any sense. But yeah. Okay, done with this section. On to the last little bit. There it is. Now, one thing that's interesting with precision farming that I'm realizing, on most other contracts, or at least like if you're not doing precision farming, if you did like 80% of the field or whatever, it would, you know, count as done. I feel like I'm legit doing 93, 94, 95% of the field. I don't mind it because I'm saving so much on fertilizer. On one side of the field, I felt like we were using fertilizer pretty quickly. On this side of the field, not as much. And I'm pretty sure that's something to do with the soil composition, but I don't really know how to look at that. Wait, yeah, I would have to pay to look at this, but I'm willing to bet it has something to do with the soil composition. Because like there's certain parts where it ticks down like pretty quickly, but then other parts where it doesn't. Okay, let's head to field 100. Should be down in this direction. We're gonna go down here and do that, and then we'll do field 34. Which field 34 looks kind of wonky, I'm gonna be honest with you. But field 100 should be pretty quick and easy. Where's my water? I'm not gonna lie, the amount of water I have to drink, it doesn't feel good. But I'm gonna do it. It just doesn't feel good. But let's see, if I drink those 3 bottles today, I said, what was it, 48 plus 32, which put me at 80. Plus I had about 16 point something for breakfast, which puts me wait, can we make this wider? Look at that. You can make the tires wider. That's interesting. I thought that was okay. That's interesting. Oh, I'm on the wrong little section. Let it do its thing. Turn that on. Turn that off. Yeah, this field's gonna be done pretty quickly. Like it's already not a long field, but it's also not a wide field either. I think field 34 is gonna take us a second, but the fact that we're already at 11%, which I think is it's ticking up incorrectly, because I don't think we're at 10%. Well, actually, no, we might be, because it looks like it might take us about 5 passes to complete this field. So, and we're about roughly at 20%. So yeah, it's about 5 passes to complete this field. It'll be 4 and a partial. I'm actually gonna start from the other end because I do not like how that's done. So we're just gonna start down here just because it'll be a little bit easier. Oh, nope. The partial's on this end too. No, it's not. Another thing that's great about fertilizing contracts that makes them even faster, you don't have to deliver any of it. It's just put stuff on the field and go. So that is another really, really good part about fertilizing contracts. The downside, to sort of maybe slightly balance it out, you have to pay for the product or the fertilizer that's going to be used. So like in total, we've spent like 29,000 on all this fertilizer, and I plan to use all of it, that or just keep it on my farm for later. Over here. But yeah, we're paid for about 29 of the money we would get back. I forgot how much that one's 12,000 plus 9,000 plus 4,000, so that's 13 plus 12, that's 25,000. So we definitely wouldn't make the fertilizing money back, but I am going to fast forward or skip forward, and we should make some of that money back, I hope. Or I can just keep doing fertilizing contracts until we're out of fertilizer. But we still got some of the shop. That's another thing. I can't forget that. We still have fertilizer just sitting on the ground at the shop that we haven't used yet. So that's kind of cool. But yep, we shall knock this one out. Now, the fact that we're only at 80 something percent, I feel like it should start taking up a little bit faster, because those straight lines in the middle aren't going to really be enough to hinder this. Like, I feel like we should be closer to like 95% right now. 90, 91, 92, 93, 95. Okay, so about 95, and then we just gotta do a little bit of this section. Yep. Still looks like it's using roughly the same amount, but not a big issue. Not a big issue. $98. 99. 100. Okay, on to the next field, which is up in this direction. Field 98 is a chunky field compared to what we have. We're at 19%. We're not 19%. We got field 19, which is probably one of the smallest fields. Actually, no, technically 11, 13, 12 are small pieces of land, but not fields. But yeah, 19, 20, and 21 are 92 are these fields right there. Yeah, jeez, ice cream truck. No, field 92, 93, 94 are actually the smallest fields, and then you got fields like 83 and over there. There's a lot of fields on this map. I feel like this map is definitely going to be one of those maps where you start combining fields together, especially if you're doing the smaller ones. Because I plan to do 19, 20, 21 and just make that all one field. You know, why not? I also like, I think Melissa would have enjoyed this map simply because there's no water for her to fall into. Open this it. Yeah, we're right here. Beep, beep. Let's see, do I just need to follow that tram line? No, because this is smaller than the equipment. Wait, if I do this, the hazards, it actually turns on the hazard little thingy. Okay, doop. Go ahead and turn this on. Swing. Okay, let it do its thing. So we'll knock this one out pretty quickly. The only thing that stinks, which is the game, or at least how I'm playing it right now with the more extreme difficulty, is we gotta rack up money. Starting from zero kind of stinks, but it does mean that I have to go through a phase of buying smaller pieces of equipment in order to make some money. And so it just is what it is. As far as my plan right now, kind of contracts. Like, I feel like that's all I can do. That's all I am going to do. Don't actually go into that. Turn this off. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. But the reason I'm sort of saying that, I think this is one of those things, one of those days, or one of these playthroughs where I'm going to set the time as to not be half. I mean, it's always been a thing for me to play at half speed just so I have more time to work in the current month. But since I'm doing 7 day months, yeah, I don't necessarily have to care about the time a lot. Like, I can leave it at 5 and go through the month okay. Now the thing is, there definitely gonna be some nights where I'm working in the dark, so that's gonna be kind of annoying. It also means contracts might phase through quicker. Well, no, because again, 7 day months, so it shouldn't matter too much. Heck, that could be why I have so many contracts open at the moment. I'm getting another phone call. Do they not know that I'm streaming? Are they unaware that I'm streaming? I answered the one from earlier because I figured it was an emergency. It was not. And the ice cream truck. Jeez, I'm gonna turn traffic off. I do not want to keep hearing. Let's see, where is traffic? Oh, there it is. It was cool the first time. Don't want to keep hearing it. Okay, turn. Go this direction. Swing through. And we still have so much of this stuff left. Like, we're not even at 50% yet. Like, you know how many more contracts I could do? So there aren't any more fertilizing contracts, but I can. Let's see, 23 is the least cost. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and collect the money from this one. So we just collected the money from build 100. It's good for us. Some money in the bank account. Mostly to recoup. Right now, I wouldn't say we're technically turning out a profit. We're just trying to. Well, okay, yeah, we are trying to turn out a profit, but we're not gonna really fully see all the money we can possibly make until we've used all of the fertilizer. So until we've done that, really nothing we can do. What do we gotta do? We also gotta lime our field, so that's something else we gotta do, which I'm not sure exactly how to lime the field, if that makes any sense, because like this limes, but I think I would also, I'm definitely gonna use this since it's cheaper. I'll use this to lime. The problem is we need that precision farming thing in the hopes that it senses which parts need the lime and which parts don't. At least I hope that's how that works. I might be mistaken. So, So if I do, or does it come? No, because it's a modded thing. This one doesn't either, actually. Yeah. So, I would definitely need. Where's precision farming? Oh, down here. I would definitely need one of these. Not soil sampling, but this. Now it says fertilizer. I'm really curious, does that work with lime? Because I just don't know. Like, we've done 3 sizable fields and we're only at 68%. Well, we haven't finished this field, but like, we're still not at 50%. Like, I think that's fantastic. And we still have stuff at the shop. So I need to start thinking about which tractor I want. Is there any mods that I have that gives me a tractor? Why do I have this installed? Oh yeah, but I need to use the realistic version. That's what it is. Man TGS, I definitely need the Man TGS. What the heck is that? Oh yeah, we need this. A truck weight to help keep it balanced. I wish I would have saw that for what was it, Pantai? I was wondering why I was always tipping over so much. I wish I would have known about that then. I'd have been using that. Yeah, had I known. But that truck weight is what's gonna keep us from tipping over. But yeah, I definitely would have used this. I don't think I would have used this as my tractor simply because of crop destruction. However, since I am technically only doing grass at the moment, that would be a cheap tractor to work. I would just need to focus purely on grass for a while though. Because I don't want to destroy the grass. I would have to focus purely on grass. And that's fine. That sounds doable. Sounds plausible. And use that as my tractor. Yeah. That sounds like my plan. Use the Man CGS because it's cheaper and stronger. It's like 540 horsepower. It's so much. Okay, gotta pay some more, but so much stronger than other tractors. Like, hold up, I can run the numbers real quick. Yeet here. Turn that on. Okay. So to get 540 horsepower, I just gotta do that. That brings up to 195. Anything that I just necessarily need. Oh, I need the. You could put that on here too to allow it to sense stuff. Okay. GPS. Nope. I need to turn that off. Let's see. I need the front attacher, front hydraulic. Yeah, that gives me everything I need. Uh-oh, I went off the thing. Did we finish? I think we finished it, actually. Yeah, we finished it, I think. Okay, let me check. Yes, we did. Okay, don't turn in the one that has the least cost. So we're gonna turn in that one. I'm gonna go back to contracts just to check. Okay, we don't have anything. Okay, what I'm gonna do to keep in the hopes to avoid shafting myself, I am going to empty or drop off the fertilizer that I'm not using. Right? I'm going to drop it off so that way if I do fast forward, it doesn't mess us up. Because I've never actually kept a contract open into the next day, so I'm hoping it doesn't, get rid of my fertilizer here or my sprayer. But what I'm really hoping is that it doesn't take the fertilizer that I paid for with it. That's the main thing, my main area of concern. So we're gonna take this up here. I'm gonna pick everything up and then drop it, so it drops it in you know, consistent clumps. Wait, how can you tell how much bale we made? Let me try to think about what you're saying. Blade says, I will lose the money for the job I took it for. So if I don't just turn this in, I'm gonna lose the money? That what you're saying? I also forgot where the heck the workshop was. Oh, it's over there. That stinks. Well. Well, hold up. The least cost was cheap, right? Oh yeah, only minus 320. So yeah, we'll do that and we'll just keep leasing the machine. I don't know how this thing is only 320 bucks, but I'm not gonna question that. So since the lease cost is only 320, if I need to do another contract like this, it's not gonna be the end of the world because it's only 320. I need to go somewhere over here. Okay, we're not gonna be able to fit through those trees. Need to find a set of trees I can fit through right there. Good choice, good choice. Whoop, whoop. Okay, but at least I won't lose the fertilizer if I drop the fertilizer off. So that's going to be the plan. It's kind of hard to see out my left window with this thing in the way. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, went too far. What? Why is it not? What? Why is it not? It's not picking up the fertilizer. It could be because the contract's already done, which is why it's not doing that. Okay, now it's asking for me to refill it. I don't. Curious. Let's see. Bye, Cody. Let's see. Yeah, stream's pretty much about to be over, yeah. I'm just trying to get all of this into one space. Hopefully you'll pick this up. There it goes. Oh, so you gotta pick it up from the left side? No, I was doing it from the left side. Ooh. Okay. And then we go right over here. And then drop it all. Okay. So, I guess this leaves me at the perfect time to go ahead and just turn that in. We got fertilizer for the next one. I'll go back to the house. I'm actually going to test two things. So, thing number one, I did not mean to show up. Where? Ooh. Apparently, you can change the way this looks. Didn't know that. Can I open this? Let me out here. Is ours even that color? I don't think it. Oh yeah, ours is green. Oh, what the heck? Does it constantly change? Am I crazy? Did that change? I kind of like it if that is what's happening. You can lift the sprayer and widen the wheel, I believe. Finally, I got it from you, Doc. I was waiting for you. Thank you for waiting. Yeah, I do know there's a way to change it. I just don't remember. It's probably on the inside here somewhere. Oh, Here it is. Okay, that's the flag. That's the lights. Flag. Trash, which does nothing. I think you can actually store stuff up here, but I think you have to manually put it up here, I think. Let's see. There's some way to do it. Let's see. We'll go in here. Is that it? No, that's not it. Slowest door opening I've ever seen. Let me check. That's the bathroom. This is the bedroom. And that's the closet, ain't it? Yeah, that's not it. So we'll just go on out here. There's a way to do it. Probably on the other bit. I thought I saw it change. I know I was the one who chose green. I was wondering if there was a way to change on the outside, because I thought it was crazy. I could have sworn when I came on the outside it just changed colors. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to test is two things. Things number one, well, first save. And then I need to test. Okay, so it is working. Define adjustments. Oh wait, it only goes to 360, so no, I don't think it's working. I think I know what I need to do. I'm gonna hate this. Down here. Oh yeah, you can sleep in vehicles. I don't think I'm gonna use that often, but it's good to have, I guess. Nope. Irrigation, I need to get rid of this because I don't use it. Parked vehicles, lumberjack. I don't even use follow me. I need to get rid of that. This, I know what that's for. This. We'll test it with the keyboard just because if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh wait, is it this? So it goes all the way up to 500. I don't think I need that, so I'm gonna uninstall this mod. La la la. Oh, you can go. Oh, 0. Yeah, I don't think I need the mod because I thought for some reason it would go like thousands or something, which is what it was doing in what was it? FS22. There was a mod that was like that, but. Beep. Okay. Well, let me check contracts again. Just one final time. Oh, fertilizing contracts. Swoop-de-whoop. I wish this machine was bigger. Because it's going to take me a second. However, I will go ahead and I guess if I would have thought about it, I could have just saved this equipment instead of doing the other one. Oh darn. Should have thought about that. I didn't expect it to give me fertilizing contracts that fast. You know what? I'll save it for next time. I'm rambling. They're doing too much. But we will keep doing fertilizing contracts until we're done with fertilizing contracts. Yes. Yes. I also need to lime my field site. Okay, so I'll do that first. Lime field. Fert contracts. And then man TGS. Perfect. Okay, so we got a plan. We got some things that we would need to buy or work towards. And the man TGS, we'll get there when it gets there. With that, YouTube stuff. If you like the video, please like. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you want to comment, please leave a comment. If you want to follow me on social media such as TikTok or Twitter, please feel free to do so. If you join the Discord, links down in the description below. Thank you to everybody who showed up. I appreciate all of you. But with that, I will say peace and good night.